guys, welcome aboard. Reach your flight AK5119 and bound for Kuala Lumpur.
I don't know what she's gonna come up with next. I think a lot of people are just waiting for her next artwork because it's always revolving, it's always changing. I think like if you put it chronologically, right? She's been experimenting with, things like the stains under her teacup, the candlelight, the tea bags, socks as well. So it always changes along the way, but so you never know what should come up next. I think that is what people are excited about. It's not something that, this artist, he's known for just paint and then paint. Nothing wrong against that, and they can specialize, but Red is different. She's always experimenting with something new. To her, why she likes to do that is because it's always a challenge. It's a different medium, and it's always, I think it's all these trials that makes her, very excited about trying something new.
So this exhibition is called My Alleyway Memories. It's about my memories of living in Shanghai, in this little alleyway with my relatives. So I never grew up with my relatives, my grand auntie and grand uncle, because I grew up in Sabah with my parents, with my direct grandparents. But my relatives, most of them are actually still in China. So I went back and then I got to really get to know them. But big cities like Shanghai is so fastly developing and changing that I heard a few months ago that this place was being torn down to make way for development. So I felt I want to hold on to these memories. I want everyone to experience it, to know what it's like. Of course, most of us will not be able to experience this because it's being torn down already. This is me just reconstructing my memories. I've picked out a few photos that I took at that time, turned them into artworks, burned them on with red calligraphy paper so that it's more permanent on a canvas. So this is what it's all about. It's really, the base of it is really about capturing memories of where I stayed and also connecting with my family. First of all the artworks are going to be in red, like pure red. I guess that's in part my color. It is a color that in the Asian or Chinese culture, it's very a significant color. It means good luck. During Chinese New Year, it's all over the place. We experiment a lot in the studio, and then until we come up with something that we go, hey, actually this is more interesting than this method. And then we try, so for example, like this burning method, we tried a different ways to not burn calligraphy paper, but to use calligraphy paper. There were some effects that were more interesting than others, so we kind of just pushed away the ones that were less interesting to us, but we really liked this, so we stuck with this. I think Shanghai it's so different from where I grew up. Sabah is beautiful, but it's very laid back. Shanghai is like everyone from all over the world coming together, the fastest growing city. So it was just mind-boggling to experience that for me. But at the same time, I was so inspired seeing all sorts of people try different things. So when I moved there, I had the choice to live with my grand-aunties and grand-uncles in this old 100-year-old plus house or in a nice apartment. And I chose to stay with them in that old house. And I'm so glad I did because I really got to experience like the real authentic side of Shanghai. It's not the glistening like skyscrapers. Those are great too, but this was really just old folks who've been there for generations. My grand auntie, I got really close to her. She was 88 at the time. During the weekends, she would ask me, what are you doing this weekend? She's kind of mostly alone. Her family would come and look for her to go out for meals too. But there was one weekend I told her, "Popo, I'm going to do a series of portraits. I'm gonna draw, I'm gonna paint." And she said, "Oh, that's great, that's great." And then she was like, "Who are you gonna paint?" And I was like, "Can I paint Yao Ming? Can I paint Zhou Jielun? Can I paint..." Yeah, she was like, yeah, paint those guys. So I painted all these figures. So she was there watching all of them when I painted them in this alleyway. The one that she helped me out with was Zhang Yimou with socks. So I created a portrait of Zhang Yimou made of socks, 2,000 socks, and she was there directing all of it. My grandpa was the one who took the photos. I had a DSLR, I passed it to him. I was like, "You take those photos." So that was my production crew, my 80-plus-year-olds just watching me. I secretly think they enjoyed me staying there because I think there was a lot more that was happening in the house when I was there. And yeah, for this exhibition that's coming up, I turned my grand auntie into a sock portrait because she helped me out with that portrait. This behind me is a bamboo structure, completely made of bamboo. It's my first time doing it. It's pretty exciting, but also challenging. So I really appreciate this platform given by National Art Gallery of Malaysia. So this is my kind of interpretation of the alleyway. And in these alleyways in Shanghai, there's a lot of structures made of bamboo. So I'm trying to use all these materials that I saw before, but I've never really used before, to recreate that memory really. So when visitors visit, I want them to be able to feel a little bit of what I felt when I was living there. Super excited about this exhibition. This exhibition can only happen because of, I think, the inspiration that came from living with my family in Shanghai and also sharing this vision with people like my brother who really gave me a lot of advice with the structure and sharing it with my team. My team has been amazing. I don't think I can do this by myself. They really carried through this vision, worked with me, planned everything with me, organized everything with me. So I'm super thankful for them. This exhibition is special compared to my previous ones because it's very personal. It's probably the most personal installation or project I've done. As an artist, I want to be more vulnerable about showing my background, about getting people to understand where I'm coming from. And also, I've never dealt with so much bamboo in my life. It's really heavy. It's exciting to see this stand out like that. And it's huge. So I think that's why I'm excited and that's why it's special for me. I feel so happy to see all this. My goal has always been to be able to tell my own stories. Like all these clothes shows that population. My grand auntie was there when I created my first piece of Yao Ming, of Zhang Yimou, all those portraits. I would tell her like throughout the week, "Hey, I'm gonna create this over the weekend," and she'll be like, "Yeah," cheering me on.
To have an exhibition in the National Art Gallery, I think that was very great because she's Malaysian And she's always been doing so much artwork globally, right? And for her to actually have her first exhibition in Malaysia, to share what inspired her, the city that inspired her as well, and the people, I think it's a very good opportunity for Malaysians to basically understand who Red is, what inspired her, can actually come up close and see her artwork.